Let me know, Paul Hoolahan. Paul, obviously an important agreement for the Allstate Sugar Bowl and partnering with the most reputable high school organization, obviously the governing body in the state.
Oh, we're very excited about this. This is something that we thought about doing a long time ago. We had obviously some infiltration into it with a number of events, as you heard today. We had to step away when Allstate became our title sponsor. Obvious conflict with State Farm at the time. We understood that and graciously stepped to the side. But when we had the opportunity to pursue it this time around, we pursued it vigorously and are very happy with the result.
So many members of your Sugar Bowl committee, presidents, past presidents, are graduates of schools, not just in the New Orleans area, but Louisiana schools. So obviously there's a personal interest and a personal input here that has to be involved.
Unquestionably, and for that very reason, it was not a hard sell. When we brought it to the board, it was great receptivity, and we understood why, because people tend to look back to their high school roots and have fond memories, and when you can help student athletes at that level, that's certainly right within our mission of promoting amateur sports.
6-year deal. Talk about the duration, the significance of that, and how you arrived at it.
Well, we're anticipating that we'll be in an arrangement, similar arrangement with our title sponsor for 6 years, meaning Allstate. As a result, we wanted to look at this as a long-term investment where everybody would join arms and try to make this the very best thing it can be. And I think a 6-year period is a full testimony to the commitment of the organization to that approach.
One of the biggest concerns moving forward is the whole split concept in the LHSAA, with football being split amongst basically public and privates now, and the possibility that that will happen in other sports. Obviously, you got into this to include everyone. Is that a concern for the Sugar Bowl?
Well, it's always a concern, and we'll look at that very carefully as things evolve. We would like to think that we can promote and facilitate the type of harmony that will be necessary to bring these groups together and remain unified. I think it's critically important, if at all possible, that the group does remain unified, and we will do everything within our power to help that process. But we understand what the conflict is about and appreciate everybody's concerns and interest, from all perspective and all viewpoints. But if we can facilitate a harmonious agreement, we'll do everything in our power to do that.
And you've made those feelings pretty clear to the LHSAA, I'm sure.
Oh, unquestionably, and they've been very upfront with us about the possibility of future issues developing, and like we said, we'll cross that bridge when we get to it.
So it's safe to say there's some language that exists in terms of if private schools break off and go their own way.
Well, I think, like in any situation, if things change dramatically from what you signed on for, you want to have the opportunity to evaluate what your position is going to be going forward, and we've allowed ourselves that opportunity.
Last but not least, this is just the next step in the Sugar Bowl being the champion of amateur athletics and in high school sports in Louisiana. It's been noted about all the different events, from basketball tournaments to soccer events to sailing regattas to high school shows on television and radio, which we appreciate that you've been a sponsor of. This would be probably the coup de grace, I would think.
This will rank up there among many satellite events, clearly as one of the flagships. So yes, we're extremely proud of this association, and it is a fitting and very appropriate distinction that we have now with this organization.